Hi students, it's Miss Marta again. Today we're going to learn about the least common multiple. So let's begin. Let's take out your notebook. Let's turn to the next new page. And on the very top line, we are going to write the date. And then we're going to skip 2 lines and write the title, least common multiple. Okay. The least common multiple, or LCM, as some people like to call it. So the best way to explain to you what is the least common multiple is to write up an example for you. And so let's talk about the multiples of 3. So let's talk, so 3 times 1. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 3 is 9. And then again, if you can't think of your times tables, it's too difficult, you can always just add 3. If I add 3, I get 12. And if I add 3, I have 15. And I add 3, I have 18. 3 more is 21. 3 more is 24. 3 more is 27. 3 more is 30. But I'm just going to stop there and just do it a single line. All right. If I look at the multiples, my pen, multiples of 4, okay. 4 times 1 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, 4 times 3 is 12. If I want to, I can just add 4. That gives me 16. Add 4 is 20, 24. 4 more is 28. 4 more is 32. 4 more is 36. I'm going to stop right there. Okay. And I'm going to get my little trusty highlighter here. All right, so looking at these multiples for 3 and multiples of 4, as you can tell by the ellipses that I wrote here at the end, these multiples will go on forever, and therefore common multiples will go on forever. We have many, so let's look at, we got 12, and we have 24, and in fact, fix that 24, it's a little sloppy. And in fact, 36 is also a common multiple. It's just didn't fit in my first line, but that's also a common multiple. So we can maybe, I'll do this. For the sake of not confusing you in your notes, I'm going to remove it. So otherwise you'll be confused that I have 36 there and it's not on the other example. All right, so as you can see, 12 is a common multiple, 24 is a common multiple, 36 will be a common multiple, 48 will be a common multiple, and the common multiples will go on forever as well. We don't need to find the greatest common multiple. That's impossible because it goes on forever. What we're looking for is the least, the smallest, and that is the first one. That is 12. So the least common multiple is 12. I mean, that's it in a nutshell. Now, I don't like listing out multiples. I feel like it's a lot of writing and it's time consuming. Therefore, I prefer to use prime factorization, which is what we're going to write on the next page. Turn your page using prime factorization. We're writing it here so that way you know that it is a method that we are applying. What's going on here? Okay, using prime factorization, find the LCM of 9 and 12. Okay, so 9, prime factorization, we're going to do is 3 times 3. And when we look at 12, that is 2 times 6, and 6 is 2 times 3. All right, so 9 equals 3 times 3, and 12 equals 2 times 2 times 3. If you notice, 3, let me write it here with my green. 3 is a shared prime factor. It is shared. It is used with both. Let me get that 3. 3 is a shared prime factor. All right. And a better way to demonstrate what I mean, we're only going to use that 3 once because it's shared with both sets. But we are using all the factors of 12 and 9. We have to, if they're multiples, if we're looking for multiples of 9 and 12, we have to use all the factors. But a better way to show you would be to write it this way. So 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. Now, two times 2 times 3, that is 12. Okay. And three times 3, that is 9. And if you noticed here, that's my shared, there's the 3 that's being shared with both in the least common multiple. 2 times 2 times 3, and that 3 is also shared with the 3 times 3, which is for 9. So all we have to do is now just do the math. What is 2 times 2 times 3 times 3? Well, that equals 36. 36 is the least common multiple of both 9 and of 12. Another way to think about it is I'm gonna just notice that 3 is a prime factor and it's shared only once, right? It's shared. If you look at 12, I'm just going to write it here. It's just, but I'll erase it. 12 times 1 is 12. Then there's times 2 is 24 and times 3 is 36. 9 is 9 times 1, 9 times 2, 9 times 3, and then 9 times 4. So you can see how 36 is the least common multiple. I am, all right. Anyways, that's it. I recommend that you use the prime factorization method and that you practice it. Practice it a lot because I think it can get a little awkward at first, but if you practice it enough times, it'll be easy and it's a real time saver. So that is it. Our next lesson will be working on word problems or real world problems involving the least common multiple and the greatest common factor, and distinguishing those one word problem from the other. So the next lesson is going to be a little bit more note taking than this lesson, but at least I'm letting you know ahead of time, so be prepared for it. Okay, until tomorrow. See ya.